Good afternoon, everyone. It is another Friday, meaning we've got another market watch for next week. Don't mind my glasses. I've been staring at screens all week constantly. These are my wife's blue light glasses. They help a little bit, so I look a little silly, but that's okay. Let's move into the charts. I'm not going to lie to y'all. It was a tough week for Chandler. We had a lot of things missed, a lot of things that we did take that didn't go well. The plan was just not followed very well, and that's on me. I think I just got a little off. We went out on the boat on Monday, had a nice little Memorial Day, and just did not get focused this week. Really just kind of messed myself up. I got out of focus, and well, we see the results. So let's go through the charts. Euro pound. I'm going to show you everything starting out that followed our strategy that we could have taken, and we'll count that up at the end and see how much we potentially would have made, including the losses. Now, I was a magnet to the losses this week. I only took the pairs that lost, and I did not take the pairs that won, except for one trade I think we took on New Zealand USD, which I got out in profit. It actually didn't even hit my take profit, but I got out in profit. So let's start on Euro Pound, go from there. Euro Pound went straight where we wanted it to go. We took this on the 15-minute. We got our entry here. Of course, we followed down. It went 1 to 1.93. So the way that works is with your risk to reward is if you're risking $1, you've made $1.93. If you're risking $100, you made $193. If you're risking $1,000, you've made $1,930, so on and so forth. Very simple. So we went 1 to 1.93 on that one, did not take it. Euro Canadian, we went 1 to 2.02, same rules, 1 to 2.02, did not take it. Pound Canadian, I actually favored this trade because it was in line with the daily, and we had a lot of room to drop here. This was my actual final take profit down at this level. So this trade was supposed to be a massive one if it went through, which I obviously didn't get twice. Took it once on the 15-minute here. That was my entry signal. It reversed. Took it again, and it reversed again. The problem here was this area of consolidation. I should have been paying better attention. There's no reason to trade in areas of consolidation like this. Just absolutely silly, a mistake that I made, but one that I will not make in the future. Just something I need to look out for and add to my trading plan is watch out for these areas of consolidation and just don't mess with them. If we're not in trends, there's no reason to play with it. New Zealand yen. We missed a trade, or we took a trade for the buy, reversed. That's no problem. I actually got out of this one at break even. I just didn't like it. It pulled up a little bit and then started to reverse. I think I took a very small loss on this one, but it did not go to our stop loss. So we didn't even lose 1% of this trade. However, we are looking at getting an entry on the other side on the way back up. We're looking at a sell. If it comes all the way back up to this area and gives me a nice high entry signal here, I'll expect to take it down to this area here. It may give us a nice 1-to-1 at this area. We will have to see. If it continues past this area, of course, my next take profit will be at this daily level. I'm not going to take it past the daily level or try to hold it past that level. Nzd Usd, this is the one that I said we took a little break even here. It pulled up into profit. We took a little bit of profit. Didn't hit take profit. Didn't hit stop loss. Basically nothing out of it. Euro Yen, we did not take. This one is going to be a really nice trade. I'm absolutely disappointed that I didn't take it. My take profit is down at this wick here. So we've got our take profit set there. This trade is going to go 1 to 4.95, almost 1 to 5. Say you're risking $1,000, that's a $5,000 trade. We missed it. I'm not going to pretend like I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm excited about it because I'm not in it. But it is nice to know that the strategy works. So the situation this week was if I had just taken all of my trades, every one of them, the losers would have been well outweighed by the winners. See, this trade already is at 1 to 3.9. I lost 3 trades this week. It's already covered plus almost another 1% just on this one trade. And we're not even looking at Euro Pound, which was a winner. Euro Canadian was a winner. Okay, so those are ones that we've already missed, and ones that we missed for the week that we shouldn't have. That's definitely something that I will be addressing for next week. I'm taking everything that fits my strategy. Now let's look at Nzd Canadian. Same exact thing. This one went 1 to 3.41, and I just want to show you guys. Absolutely beautiful trade here. We got our entry signal very high here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Took the trade here at this point, and obviously our first take profit was going to be at this wick area here. And we obviously hit that right here. It wicked to that area first, closed just above it, but we stayed in this trade, or we would have stayed in this trade. I did not take this one either. Let me not pretend on that. And then our next take profit was this level here. And as you guys can see, I mean, it gorgeously took this zone. So if you take this as a zone and you just put your take profit somewhere in this zone here, I mean, it perfectly hit the zone, perfectly hit your take profit as long as you're somewhere in this zone, and then it reversed back up. So what we're probably about to see, because we've been watching this on Ncd Canadian quite a few times, if you recall from last week, it went 1 to 5 in this direction. That's 1% risk for 5% gain in a matter of hours. Same exact thing on the other side. It went 1 to 3.4 in a matter of hours. Absolutely silly. And then it's pulling back up to this area. We may get a drop back to the bottom, or we may get a break above, retest, and then we can take it to the top again. Hopefully it will try to come back up and test these areas. The daily is still bearish, so we'll have to see how that plays out. But for now, I just want to watch this pair and keep an eye on it. Euro CHF, we're looking for a pullback to this area. It has not retested anything on the way down. Nothing clean, nothing really here for me to want to take. But I have not had a retest yet, so if I get a pullback to this area, I'll retest it, take it back down to these lows here, and probably get out of this one. I don't like all these. This seems to be a pretty obvious area of support here. So we kind of just want to stay out at this level. We kind of want to get out and just watch it and see if it breaks below, and then look for another entry perhaps, but I'm not planning on holding it past there. Pound Australian, we had an entry signal to the top side. We did break to the bulls. We are looking for a retest. This is our retest here. This is our 4-hour shift point. Let me clarify. If 2 candles close below this shift point here, it is now a bearish trend. We're not looking for an entry to the bulls anymore. We're looking for sells. We're looking for a retest on the bear side. It has not done that. I want it to pull back above here, cleanly retest this area, and then I can possibly take it to the top. Or let it continue down and change our bias for sells. Okay, let's go to pound franc. Nothing here. I mean, just really nothing here. We've got a shift, but it would have to retest this area here. And it's obviously nowhere near doing that because it is going in the opposite direction. So we could see it pull back up here and break back to the bulls, which is fine because our daily is bullish already. And we do want to try to follow those higher momentums or higher trends. But we've got nothing here. So let's move on. Aussie New Zealand was another trade that we missed. I was throwing some banger misses this week, man. Absolutely tough. It came perfectly to our take profit. This would have been our first take profit at this wick, second take profit at this wick, and we've got clean traffic to the top now. We could see it pull all the way up to this area here. If it does that, that'll be a 3-to-1 trade. We're already, I think, almost 2-to-1 on this one, or 1 to 1.32. So at the top here, we were about 1 to 1.16. That's good. Still letting that one ride. I'm just going to watch it. That's just on my analysis for the week. I like to see how the strategy plays out even if I don't take them, because those are still trades that I could have taken that were viable. And we're not really studying what a strategy does here. We're not really studying what Chandler does. We're studying what the strategy can do. So just something to look for there. On GU, we've got nothing here. It came down and tested this daily level of support and fully rejected it, as we can see. I would really like to see this one break back to the bulls and take a buy in line with the daily. Obviously, it's not giving us that. Let's go to Euro Australian. We are actually waiting 45 minutes for a close below here. If we get this second candle close, we're now bearish on this pair, and we can look for a retest. Does that make sense to everyone? I don't know why I'm asking a question, because you can't respond unless you want to respond in the comments. But essentially, what tells me that this is bearish is this is my higher low here. I've had one candle close below that higher low, meaning it has broken this area. It is shifted down to the bears. If I get a second candle close here, that is my confirmation that we are now looking for sells. Problem is, the daily and the weekly are bullish on this pair. So if we try to take a sell, we're going to need to come up pretty high for me to be willing to try to take it down to this daily area, but I'm really not liking it. I'm just not interested in a trade on this one. Cad Yen, as you can see, these areas hold strong. It came down, just barely closed below that area, and is now looking like it's rejecting it back to the top side. Pound New Zealand, we are still looking for, just anything out of this pair. We're looking for a retest of this area. This is obviously a major level of support and resistance here on our 4-hour time frame, or a minor level rather. We're looking for a retest, and we'll try to pull back up to this daily, or hopefully even better, it'll break below and give us clean traffic down to the bottom here. We can take profits here, or if it continues all the way down to here, that would be beautiful. Gold, I haven't really been messing with this week. It's NFP week, which is non-farm payroll. If you're not familiar, just Google it. But I have not taken any entries on this. It pulled straight down to this area of support and rejected it. Absolutely clean traffic down to the bottom. Perfectly respected our level of support and is now pulling back up. This is a 4-hour level of support and resistance. This is a daily level of support and resistance. The daily is obviously more powerful than the 4-hour. So we'll see after it's gotten these orders down here if it will continue through this 4-hour level. We'll just have to sit and watch. GJ, I've got nothing on. USD CHF, I've got nothing. Euro New Zealand, Nzd CHF, I'll just stop when I find something that looks of interest. Actually, let's go back to Nzd CHF. We need to move our shift point because this was our lower high here, but we have had candle breaks below here, so this has now become our lower high shift point. I'm going to set an alert for this shift. I'm going to delete the old one and move to the next pair. USD South African Rand, USD ZAR has broken 2 below, so we are moving our shift point here. And moving on. USD Mexican, really nothing here. We've gotten some breaks above, so we'll put our shift point here now. Looks like it's actually possibly going back to the bears. We'll move this to our almost pile and take a look at it in a couple hours. Aussie Canadian, we are almost back up. We'll add that to the shift, almost shifted as well. USD JPY, we've really got nothing here, but let's adjust these. We've got bullish momentum to the top side. We've actually got a shift point here, and it looks like if this candle stays below, we will be going back to the bears. We'll look for our take profit points here and here if we get a retest. CHF JPY, I don't like it. Aussie Yen, we came back down to this 4-hour level, this shift point, and we are rejecting it. So nothing really there. US 30, same thing, came and retested this area and rejecting it, but it is not broken above here, so we don't have any new higher lows. Euro USD, we did get a break below here, so we needed a break above to move up to our another higher low. We didn't get that, so our higher low is still there. We had a fake out here, shifted back above, nothing of interest there, but now we've had 2 candle closes, so we are bearish on this pair. I'm going to add an alert here, and I am looking for a retest, which we have just gotten here. Absolutely gorgeous retest on this pair across through here. I don't like this big wick. I would have liked for it to pull up higher into this area, somewhere into here. It looks like it's done that already. So we actually could be looking at an entry on this first thing Sunday night. Could be a very nice place. We're going to move this up to the A point formed and continue. USD Canadian, absolutely nothing. This thing has been ugly for weeks. Really nothing I'm looking for there. Australian franc, nothing. CAD franc, it is in this area of consolidation. As I've already shown you today, consolidated is not your friend. Consolidated, nope. Ethereum, we had a play on Ethereum. I had it pull up to this area. It has pulled up to our little box here, rejected it, retested this area again of the 2850 area, and it has rejected it again. We've had 2 candle closes below 2790, which is a key level for me. We did expect to see it drop, which it has done. I'm looking for a buy signal. I want to see if it makes a new lower low. If it does that, I'll be looking to buy around this area. I will weather the drop down to probably the 2200 area. take a little bit of drawdown there, and then continue. So I may put in half of my position here at 2,500 and half of my position down here at 2,200. I am spot buying that, which essentially means, if you're familiar with trading at all, you don't trade these cryptos leverage because they move so volatile. They're very volatile. So you kind of buy those in whole. So it'd be like going to the store and actually physically buying an entire piece of something rather than trading it leveraged. And if you're not familiar with that, just Google it. I don't really want to explain it on here. But that is our market watch for the week. I'm sorry it's a little long-winded today, but we are looking good. We've got some nice plays for next week. It is fully focused time for next week. I'm not playing around again. I wasted some time this week, went kneeboarding instead of studying. So this time we're studying, we're focused, we're not getting taken off guard, and I will see you guys next Friday. Thank you and have a great day.